New tonight, homeless hospital patients in San Diego dumped on the streets after treatment. Some of them turned away from shelters that don't have enough room.
Our 10 News reporter Jennifer Dela Cruz shows us how lawmakers are trying to change that.
Shelters like Rachel's Women's Center here downtown tell me this happens time and time again. Hospitals dumping patients off with no prior warning when there's simply no room. They're forced back on the streets. It breaks Kim Peterson's heart to see her friend Heather living on this Chula Vista sidewalk.
And this is a picture of us together. We become more like sisters.
Constantly in and out of hospitals.
She's had multiple strokes. She needs to use a wheelchair to get around.
But the care stops once they let her go.
She was released back to the street with a bus pass. It was raining, with no place to go, just a blanket.
Another time brought to a shelter, but turned away.
Dropped her off far from where she felt safe. They took her downtown where there wasn't a bed for her.
One hospital told 10 News they give patients a list of resources, but they have to coordinate them on their own. A new Senate bill would require hospitals to confirm the shelters had room before discharge.
What does she need to do? I will help her do whatever she needs to do to get a house, to be safe. Instead, she's laying on the sidewalk.
A problem leaving the homeless in their most vulnerable state back on the streets.
It's very discouraging to think that we can't do better than that.
But today, Heather got good news. A nursing facility has extra room.
She will never get better. She's going to be in this permanent state of disability.
Celebrating her 60th birthday next month with a roof over her head. Many others won't be as lucky.
We can find a solution. I know we can.
Jennifer Dela Cruz, 10 News.
ICE agents are cracking down on illegal immigrants in Los Angeles. The latest round of arrests put 212 more people behind bars in just 5 days. ICE claims 195 of those people had at least one criminal conviction. Homeland Security also served notices to more than 100 businesses, auditing and hiring their practices. Immigration rights activists are fighting back, protesting outside detention centers.
ICE is pretending to be SWAT teams, pretending to be police, using tactics that they're employing now to infiltrate spaces and extract people from their homes and from their workplace.
ICE argues that sanctuary restrictions have forced them to raid private residences rather than safe environments like jails.
Protecting women from sexual harassment is the focus of a series of new proposed state laws. Today, San Diego Assemblymember Lorena Gonzalez Fletcher unveiled several proposals. One would prohibit employers from forcing new hires to sign arbitration agreements. Gonzalez Fletcher says forced arbitration stacks the deck against workers in favor of companies. Another bill includes mandatory sexual harassment training for companies with 25 or more employees.
New at 11, a California airport worker is being credited for saving 2 teenage girls from a human trafficking plot.
I told the supervisor, I'm going to call the sheriff. It just doesn't feel right to me. It just did not feel right.
Well, the worker's name is, get this, Denise Miracle. She was working the American Airlines ticket counter in Sacramento when the girls checked in, acting nervous. Miracle then noticed the tickets were one-way first class. An officer got the girls to admit a stranger offered to pay them to fly to New York to be models.
We attempted to look him up on Instagram just a few minutes after our contact with him. He had erased all of his profiles on social media.
And police did not allow the girls to get on that plane.
Oh, amazing. And our lack of rain, CAL FIRE now is being proactive and clearing brush. Inmate firefighters were out in San Carlos. Well, this picture was taken as the crews arrived at Lake Murray this morning. There's a lot of dry brush along the walking trail and the surrounding hillsides. Inmate firefighting dates back to the 1940s when California started the program. Each person gets about 3 weeks of training, and when they aren't fighting fires, they work on maintaining hiking trails and clearing flood channels.
All right, a bus driver is being praised after stopping to help a woman on crutches who fell in the middle of this icy road. This happened Wednesday in Milwaukee. That's the bus driver going along his route when he saw the woman struggling. And when she fell, he stopped the bus and jumped out. The driver and a passenger helped her walk all the way to the store 2 blocks away. When they came back, he just hopped on the bus and continued his route.
WeatherRate certified San Diego's most accurate forecast. This is 10 News Pinpoint Weather, sponsored by Bath Fitter.
There are good people out there,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a nice way to go into the weekend.
Yeah, it's nice to highlight somebody doing good. It was a great day today. We're going to see changes this weekend, a good one and one that's not going to be as nice, but still okay. We'll get to the details. Here's what we're doing right now. It is 59 degrees in San Diego. We're doing well. Temperatures went up to 76 degrees. Average is 65 for this time of the year, so 11 degrees above the normal. As we look ahead, it'll be sunny, dry, and still mild on Saturday. Temperatures will start to cool back down on Sunday as the marine layer returns, and there could be a touch of showers also early Monday morning. Now, don't get too excited here. It's just going to be very light precipitation once again. We're under a Santa Ana wind pattern. You can see this offshore flow extending now all the way to the coast, and that is going to spread mild weather throughout the county tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the 70s at the coast. Inland areas will be a little bit better, up to 75 as we go into tomorrow. The overnight lows are going to stay cold or chilly. 52 at night at the coast, and inland areas will be well into the 40s. In our 10 News Pinpoint Marine Layer Futurecast, I wanted to show you when the marine layer will start to move in. We go clear through the day on Saturday. It is in the morning, right around 9-10 o'clock, when we'll start to see clouds on Sunday. They're going to be a little bit thicker, and also they'll carry a little bit more moisture as we go through the day, becoming more saturated and spreading the possibility of light rain showers overnight. Right now, under high pressure system, you see that flow is going to continue moving south, and eventually storm system to the north could bring that chance of a little bit of rain even later in the week. So we have two chances. As far as tonight, dropping down into the 40s, a couple of 30s in our inland communities.